Good afternoon, Taylor County. This evening we're here at Taylor County High School. We're going to come this afternoon and give you a brief update on what we're doing and to give you the status of COVID within our schools. I'm Dr. Danny Glover, Superintendent.
Kate Brooks, Community Health Nursing Supervisor, supervisor for the school clinics in Taylor, as well as a health department employee.
Taylor County High School Principal Heather McCoy. Christy Anderson, Taylor County School District Safety and HR Specialist.
So yesterday we started posting numbers within our school, and we have saw that we've seen a slight increase in our COVID numbers. So I would be honest with you, yesterday we spent 2 or 3 hours, Ms. Pule and I spent 2 or 3 hours on the phone with local doctors in our areas to see what we needed to do, what we could do better, and how could we handle this. Our goal right now, hopefully this is going to happen. I spoke with Dr. Emmerich, and we hope by next week we're going to have a video where him and I are doing a little Q&A to talk about some things within our school and how we're handling things. But I thought it would be great to bring these 3 experts in to kind of share what all is going on with our schools. One thing we are with our staff, we're highly encouraging masks. We have all been vaccinated, so as Ms. Kate said, that we could be near each other as long as we don't go over 15 minutes. But we are highly encouraging that our staff, when they're within 6 feet of each other, to make sure to wear a mask. That's a personal preference, just like it is with our students. Some students are wearing masks, some are not. With the state of Florida, we right now have to give that choice, so that's why we cannot fully mandate masks within our schools. I know people are on both sides of masks. I'm not a huge mask wearer, but I'm trying to do my due diligence when I'm in close contact with individuals. But I wanted Miss Kate to talk about some things within our school. So, Kate.
Alrighty, so coming from a clinic perspective, we do see students that come into the clinic who present symptoms. We aren't fully aware of what's going on with them, so we may ask them to see their doctor, have a COVID test, or if they don't choose to do that, another option is for them to remain at home for 10 days since their symptoms began.
I know we had talked about, we actually had a call today with the health department. And something that we need help with from our parents that would help us is sometimes there can be a little bit of a delay when a student's test positive or they're in close contact with that information, being entered in the computer, flow into the health department, and then it flows to us. That can cause a delay. So as the school district, Kate, if you want to talk about the process we talked about this afternoon.
Right, he's very true. So depending on where someone is tested, there could be a delay in us receiving, in the health department receiving those test results. Some facilities are just faster than others, and also a lot of that depends on the amount of volume that they're testing. So one of the things that we ask is that if your child has been tested, please keep them home until you receive their test results. If you're made aware that your child has tested positive, either an at-home test, which unfortunately the health department cannot use to quarantine students off of, please still let your principal know at your school. They can determine who is close contacts and start making quarantine measures based off of the information that they receive.
Now, we've said if they have a fever, a runny nose, or somebody in the household is being tested for COVID, to please keep your students home until those results are back. Honestly, we have had kids show up with fevers. We've had kids show up who's had family members who are being tested, and that puts all of us in a bad position. So if you can please, fever, runny nose, headaches, what else, Ms. Kate?
Coughing, congestion, runny nose, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, loss or taste of smell, that's a big one. Headache, fever, an assortment of symptoms, and honestly they present different ways for different people. So if you're concerned, if you have a family member who's sick, please keep everyone home in the household until those test results come back. We do understand that other communicable diseases are still going around right now, illnesses rather, but until we know for sure, we just need to err on the side of caution.
Absolutely. Ms. Anderson, you have been working with some of our numbers. If you want to talk about that real quick.
Yes, we're updating our website numbers weekly, if you'd like to check that out. We also have a COVID page, which there's a link to the health department. We are sharing a decision tree. There's lots of information there. Another thing that we're really stressing is the kids, when they're at school, to wash their hands. You know, wash your hands when you can. We're cleaning as much as we can. We have a great janitorial staff that are keeping our, schools clean. So parents, do all you can to encourage hand washing, and like Kate and Danny said, keep the kids at home when they're sick, please.
I know we've pulled in a lot of extra staff that comes in extra 3 or 4 hours a day. A lot of our bus drivers drive a bus in the morning. They're coming in with helping us to those high touch areas. Then they go back and drive the buses in the afternoon. So they're cleaning the school and also cleaning their buses between runs also. One thing you hear a lot about, I know people on both sides of the fence on this, is getting vaccinated. I know we have all been vaccinated, but Ms. McCoy, if you want to talk about some data that you received today.
Sure. I shared with my staff this afternoon. I know that vaccination is a very personal choice, just like masking, and mine's in my pocket. When we have high volume transitions, my mask is going on because, again, I'm coming in very close contact with students, and you just don't know. But the data that was shared with us today, of the 62 hospitalizations, I believe it was in Tallahassee yesterday, of those 62, 4 of them had been vaccinated, the other 58 were not. And so to me, that says that the vaccination is helping, and if it makes you only get a cold-like illness rather than a full-blown COVID pneumonia type situation, I'm all for that. I chose to be vaccinated early on because frankly I can't do my job and lead this school and help these kids learn if I'm home. And that was near and dear to my heart. I think y'all know that these kids I'm here for them, and I think all of our staff is too. And so I think it's changing our perspective on how we look at the vaccinations if we think about the severity of the illness that we can get if we should make that choice.
The other thing to help us out with, it's so easy for rumors to get started. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I do appreciate the individual reaching out to me, said that we had 5 staff in the front office who had all tested, positive. Things like that can easily get started. Look at the website, call Ms. Anderson, call the principals, call me. We'll do our best to tell you what's going on. We love our kids, and I want to thank our staff, this entire school district. I want to thank these are heroes that are coming to work every day, and I really want to thank them and thank everybody in healthcare. Those are truly, truly dedicated individuals that care about our lives, and thank you so much for that. I also, want to just take a minute to just reach out to Ms. Moon's family. We lost a teacher this week, and that has been really tough on all of us. So if you could please keep our entire community, but our school community and her family in your prayers. We're deeply going to miss her. We loved her. She was an awesome teacher, and so we just want to remember their family in our prayers. But thank all of y'all here today. Thank all the hard work that you're doing. We are doing everything we can to keep our kids safe. Kids' safety has to be number one. And my kids are in the school district. You have kids in the school district. Your kids graduated. You have old high school kids. You have kids in our school district. So we want to keep our kids safe and all our kids because they're all ours. So thank you and God bless. Have a great day.